Okay, so today's video is going to be a bit more informative one. I'm going to take you through all the pointers you need to go through in order to create your maintenance calories, and then you can change this in order to do what you want to do and what your goals are in the future with your fitness. But a lot of people don't get started with this because they can't, well, they find it difficult to figure out their starting point and what their goal is to be. And I think if a lot of people knew it, they'd start it. So I know this is why I'm creating this video. There's a few pointers I need to go through, and there's a few things you need to know about yourself, obviously, and you need to be honest with yourself about. But yeah, I'll take you through every little bit now, and I'll use my brother as a little starting point for you guys. Okay, so this is a little formula we're going to be using. Excuse my writing, I know it's not great, but as you can see, this is Joe. He's about 68 kg, which is 150 pounds, and then I put him around 15% body fat. It's just an estimation. You can get this estimation of your body fat from photos on Google or anything like that. I'll put a quick photo up around the screen somewhere, maybe now or later. But yeah, this is the scale. So you can see obviously shred at the bottom, and then a lean bulk at the top with the maintenance calories in the middle. So I'm gonna use a little formula now, which will help you create your maintenance calories. So this formula is going to be your body weight in pounds. So as you see, Joseph's 150 pounds, so 150 times by either 14 or 16. Now you might know what these numbers are, but these represent how active you are. So 14 being very not active at all, so office job, sitting on your bum most of the day, and then maybe working out once or twice a week but not very active at all, and 16 being very active, so almost like a pro athlete, or you know, training 6 days, 7 days a week, constantly active. Now I must say Joe, which by the way is my brother, this is just an example I'm using for this, but I'm gonna say he's about, at the minute I'd say 14 and a half. I mean, obviously we're in quarantine, so we're not doing much, and you know, he's barely training, he's a teenager. So I'm going to say 14 and a half, so I'm going to do that math quickly. So 150 times 14 and a half. Alright, so after a little bit of math, as you can see, 150 times 14 and a half is 2,175 calories. Now that's his maintenance calories, but obviously everybody's different. This might not be 100% accurate because his metabolism may be different or everybody else's and whatnot, but this is what an average is. But Joseph's goal is to gain, so he obviously wants to lean bulk and gain weight. So what we're going to do is, the magic number I'd say around adding is about 300 calories to start with. Now I wouldn't go much more than that because I like to start lower and build myself up. So if we add 300 onto this, would make it 2,475 calories. So as you can see, 2,475 calories. Now this might not seem like a lot of calories. Obviously 2,475 calories is really not a lot of calories to be bulking with, but I would suggest to him to stick with this about, I don't know, a week or two, and I'd weigh quite regularly, at least once a week. I suggest everybody should weigh on an empty stomach in the morning after the restroom, just to see what your body's telling you and which direction you're going in. I mean, if he's hardly gaining after sticking to these for about a week or two, I again increase it by another 300 or 200, depending on how much obviously you are gaining and what your body's telling you. Okay, so now onto macros. We're going to be starting with protein. Now the scale we're going to be starting with is a body weight in pounds times 0.75 to 1.25. This is dependent on your physique. I mean, a lot of people go with 1 gram per pound of body weight. That's quite a good scale to start with, but I would change it depending on what you look like and obviously what your current job is and day and whatnot. So again, I start with 0.75 if you're an overweight or you haven't got much muscle. I would start lower and then slowly build yourself up as you get, again, bigger and leaner. Or I would start with 1.25 if you're quite a lean athlete or you're competing very soon. I would again up your protein because obviously you're going to be doing a lot of training and whatnot. Okay, so with my brother, like I said earlier, he's about 15% body fat. Now this is not lean and this is not overweight, so I'm going to put him pretty much smack bang in the middle, which a lot of you will be using. A lot of you will be using this 1 gram per pound of body weight. So like I said earlier, again, he's 150 pounds times obviously 1, which is 150 grams of protein. Okay, so that's the first macro sorted out. Next, I'm going to be taking you on to fats, I believe. Okay, so fats, again, a very important macro. They help your bodies to survive and you help your organs to function and whatnot. But again, the formula we're going to be using is body weight times 0.3 or 0.4. Again, body weight's in pounds. So this is going to be another scale again. So here you can see 0.3 is going to be if you prefer carbs, which is going to be your rices, your breads, or even your sugary meals. And then number 4 is going to be if you prefer fattier food, so like peanut butters, all your nuts. Again, I'm more in the middle, but my brother said he would prefer carbs. I'm going to be using the 0.3 as a scale, so we're going to be doing 150 times 0.3, which equals 45 grams of fats. Now, after completing the protein from the previous clips, and now fats, which is 45 grams, we are now able to calculate his carb intake. Okay, so now we're on to carbs, the be-all and end-all of nutrition. Now, I'm going to firstly start off by saying carbs are a better source of energy and help performance in the gym. So, like you see in my previous clips about fats and whether you rather fats or carbs, I would strongly suggest going to the 0.3 level, unless obviously you are a nutty lover, but carbs just help performance, and again, it will help you get better results if you're utilising them more than fat. So again, the scale we're going to be using is this one right by here. So as you can see, protein has 4 calories per gram, fats has 9 calories per gram, and carbs have 4 calories per gram. Now, like we previously worked out, the protein that we was hitting was 150 grams, so we're going to be doing 150 times 4, which equals, my quick maths, 2 seconds, 150 times 4 equals 600. So that's 600 calories used up with the protein. And then next we worked out fats, which was 9 calories, but we had 45 grams. So we're going to be doing 45 grams times 9, which equals, again, quick maths, times 9, 405 calories. Oh, tell right in there, but yeah. Okay, so once we've worked out our protein and fat calories, which is combined total of 1005, we have then got to take that number away from our total calories, which is 2475. Now, after doing that little bit of maths, we get 1470 as our overall left calories. So then, as we've seen earlier, each carb equals to 4 calories. So we've got to do 1470 divided by 4. Now this gives us the number of 363 grams of carbohydrates. Okay, so these are the total calories and macros for the day. As you can see, he's got 150 grams of protein, 45 grams of fat, and 363 grams of carbohydrates, with a total of 2,470 calories. Now, this does seem a little bit low. For me personally, I'd upgrade his protein to about 170 and his fats to about 55. Keep carbs around the same, so he'd be eating about 2,700 to 2,800 calories a day. That seems about right to what he's eating now, because he has been bulking for a little while now. For myself personally, I've upped my protein, so I lowered my protein from 220 grams, if you've seen in my full day beating, to about 200. I just didn't feel like 220 grams of protein, whilst I'm not training properly, is needed, especially if I'm only weighing 83 kg. But yeah, the key with this is to stay consistent and stay truthful with yourself. So when you're tracking protein and fats, or when you're calculating protein and fat, sorry, obviously with protein you gotta be truthful with yourself and what your body composition is like, and then with fat you gotta be truthful with yourself whether you prefer carbs or fats. So this is all through personal preference for yourself, so you make sure you be honest with yourself, the most accurate results on your calories. But a lot of people will ask, how do I track my meals? The app I would suggest you use is MyFitnessPal. Is unbelievably easy to use, takes minutes to use. there's a little icon that you can use which can let you take pictures of your food to help you track it. And I say the hardest part about it is probably tracking your food, actually weighing it. But after a few weeks, you can measure it from eye just because you get so used to what you're eating. And another ordeal is cheat meals. Now, I say this can measure 5 days a week. So your calories you should be eating for 5 days a week. That's a lot of people use, but then they blow it on the weekend. On Saturday and Sunday, they'll just go and eat, I don't know, about 10,000 total calories on the weekend. So, especially if you cut in, I'd say you're allowed to cheat. You're allowed to cheat. Obviously, I cheat all the time, and I'm sure a lot of other people do. But I just keep it under regulation, under control. Don't go stupid like calories, like I said, like 10,000 calories in a weekend and blow all your hard work away from a week. So again, you're allowed to cheat meals, but just don't go overboard. And then finally, okay, that's it from me now. I hope this little bit of information helped you. I mean, any questions? It can be a bit difficult to get your head around, so yeah, like I said, any questions, drop me in the comments or give me a DM. I'll make sure I answer them. But yeah, thanks for the love. Remember, keep whacking.